guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eva Rosalinda. I'm a student of Bina Darma University English of Literature. Today, I'm going to present about some novel and film. The title is Gone Girl. Okay, don't smelling, let's go and check it out. Before we start about Gone Girl itself, okay, psychology or psychological. Speaking about psychological or problem, it always related by mental illness, of course, because many people experience mental illness with some people through their life. And in recent years, people are more aware for this illness. Illness itself, the condition when someone has disability of function, so their normal life because they get emotionally distressed currently. So this video I wanted to tell you about Gone Girl and with psychological itself. So today, character of Amy Tan in America's psychological thriller film Gone Girl can be an example of psychological problem case. Amy Tan shows action relative to her mental condition, of course, because Midwestern of America, the story began with the disappearance of Amy from her housing living, and everyone of wondered about it actually happened. And Amy, she organized the play scenes perfectly. Wow. The concept everyone that her disappearance is caused by her husband. Okay guys, so I wanna see you the character list of Gone Girl. Let's go check it out. First, Nick Tan. Second, Amy Elliott Tan. Detective Brenda Barney, Ren and Margaret Elliott, Margaret Tan, Tanner Bolt, Daisy Collins, Andy Hardy, and the last one, Howard Hand and Tony O'Hara. So today, I use the theory by Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud is the theory itself, focusing on the ID, ego, and superego. And I furthermore analyze any time dynamic in controller personality. In this video, the psychological is applied to analyze the mental condition of Amy, of course, and the reason of her behavior. The psychologistic is applied to analyze the mental condition of Amy and the reason of her behavior captured in David Fincher movie Gone Girl. In order to analyze the character of Amy Tan, and I use psychologistic theory of Sigmund the three major systems and describe it: ID and ego and superego. In this video, the point of example movie both of intrinsic and extrinsic analysis of David movie Gone Girl based on the explanation in the reviews capture about the intrinsic aspects such as character and conflict, so size and cinematic aspect, and the dynamic of personality. The writer applied this theory in the character Amy Tan in the movie Gone Girl. First, analysis of narrative aspect in Gone Girl. Amy Tan, who acts the major character, is a run character in the movie. Amy is a writer and is married to Nick Tan, who is also a writer too. Amy is a writer and married to Nick Tan. With her disappearance in the beginning of the story, she set everything up so the people assume that she has been married by her husband. Okay, let's the important one, the scene of Amy Tan. I have one picture point this video, 1.1 picture. Let's go. Picture 1.1, Amy read the diary. The audience can see the used medium close up. So Amy feels clearly when she corrects a word set of the view story by reading her own version of diary. And next, picture 1.2. Amy fixes a crime scene. The use alongside the frame cat's overall face of the crime scene 1.2. When Amy is using her blood to convince the police. Wow, Amy is amazing, I mean. And next, picture 1.3. Amy goes away. I don't know. She finds some house to her life, I think, and they use the medium shoot. The frames show enough detail when Amy goes. Later day of her disappears, there prove her multiple creative skills. acting manipulative skills for other people. I think in the movie, it shows that she has planned every detail of her disappearance perfectly. She started to feed her local neighbor and infused her with any person. I think she also secretly corrects some money troubles, purchased a getaway car, faked a pregnancy, and even planned to kill herself when she's ready. Oh my god. Okay, next, picture 2.1. Amy faked her pregnancy. Amy's expression when she tried to fake her pregnancy. Picture 2.2. Amy planned to kill herself. Wow. The use close-up shoot, the frame can pick up small details, as in this case, a mark on Amy's calendar to kill herself. Picture 2.3. Amy deserves her neighbor. Amy body language that she looks confused enough for the neighbor to fall for her story. Her behavior indicates perfectionist and perfectio manipulative situation. And the movie of Amy planning her disappearance with husband and a fire with one of students at the community college. She feels that her husband became someone also, and she's not willing to take. The lying, the fire, the money pile up and make Amy feel that his husband look her, reject her dignity, her hope, and her money. He takes everything until she does not exist any longer, and therefore she wants her husband to be punished, as shown in picture 3.1. Amy sees her husband. Amy's reaction when she sees her husband with another girl. And picture 3.1. Nick and Andy together. Nick and Andy's expression when they got together outside the bar. And 3.3 picture. Amy catches the affair. The friend gives a wide view of the action when Amy catches his husband afire. These behaviors indicate that she is vengeful, driven by her revenge for his identity. At the time, her ID projects his husband as tension. The ID cannot relative tension, it wants immediate gratification. In function is the avoid pain. The ID doesn't not think, it only wish or action. In this case, Amy is building her vengeful plan in the air as her ID. In the way pursuit the pleasure. Her ego controls her perfectly. Plans process when she tries to make her ID vision into the external reality, namely setting the crime scenes. Okay. Let's go see picture 4.1. Amy designed her plan. Amy expression the detail like the book she holds. Let's see. Picture 4.2. Amy set the crime scene. Her movement when she set the crime scene and returned a diary. Picture 4.3. Amy returns the diary, giving the audience enough detail of what she's doing. And I'll explain you. Amy ego surrenders too much in this power to the idea that makes in function unwise. Thus, Amy's superego forms a new perfection for her ego that allows her to react like such. It should be memorized in mind. The energy is only enough to support one. That means that if the ID gains energy, the ego or superego or both of have to lose energy. Finally, the first climax is when Nick gets arrested by the police for the murder of Amy Dunn. In this part of theory, in this story, Amy Dunn plan goes according to her agreement. Everything changed when the scramble of Amy's original plan. Her original plan after setting off the terror for Nick is to stay away and live with a new identity for a while until she's ready to kill herself. After success, for doing it for a couple of days, she gets robbed. With no money left, she has no choice but to call her ex, Daisy, to ask her his help by telling him her own version of the story. Daisy, who is obsessed with Amy since they are in high school, unbearable believe and accommodate her his house. And days pass by Daisy, who feels that like 17 years old, and has a second chance to be routine again with Amy. And Amy makes movement plain. The climax is when she kills Daisy. I think the Amy's psychology and Amy's psychological is crazy woman. And let's see picture 5.1. Amy strangles Daisy. When Daisy is getting attacked to her, Amy's ID sees Daisy as a tension that needs to be eliminated, controlled by her ID. She does something impulse as she kills Daisy. The impulse behavior is continued by object cat X of the ID that overwhelms the ego. Because anti-cat X failed to supervise, Hell has stated that an object that will statify and instify is called object choice, or object cat X, hold that as an anti-cat X. In the chart of energy that supports a cat X, the anti-cat X of the ego are directly against the ID cat X. Because the cat X for immediate relief for tension. Clearly, her ego is consumed by her ID power, and making them to follow the flow to fulfill its wishes. After all that has happened, Amy goes back to home, with her clothes soaked by Amy's blood. She makes a grand entrance in front of the media to her husband, Nick Dan. Okay, 5.2 picture. Amy comes back home, clearly but still gets the environment around her that fills with people from the media. Her superego is complete by her ID for the purpose of its fulfillment. It is so when Amy spent her disappear to telling and with people, Daisy telling people that he has kidnapped and assaulted her. Amy remains unconcrete about the fact that she put all the blame to the man he killed. Crazy. And picture 5.3. Amy gets interviewed by the police that use long shoot to establish an overview of the room situation when she gets interviewed by the police. Oh my god, this manipulation perfectly for Amy has a kill and already to kill herself first and kill someone X. Okay, the conclusion for this video. Aspect of the dynamic of personality expressed in the movie. These are spent on the distribution and disposal of psychic energy. They saw through the main character Amy Dunn towards the conflict of her life. Her mix of energy is controlled by her ID, which causes her actions to be impulsive. What one in and thus will depend to distribution of the psychic energy. The disharmony of her ID, ego and superego is resulting maladjustment. This unbalanced organization of Amy personality proves that her dynamic is unwise. Therefore, she shows signs of psychological problems. Okay, I have watched this video and this movie. I think this movie very crazy and extremely creamy. And this video about the psychological scary. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Sorry for my mistake and my miss. I hope you enjoyed and got some information about this video. See you next time. I'm Eva. Bye bye.